Welcome to the Hollywood Scholar. I'm Jed Morgan, and the box office numbers for this past weekend are in, and there are some very interesting ones. The Batman soaring to the top, and let's get into this article from Variety breaking down the numbers. Box office: The Batman scores 128 million, second biggest pandemic debut, of course, behind Spider-Man: No Way Home, which was an absolute bombshell when it came to the box office. Holy ticket sales, Batman. Great Variety. That's so funny. Robert Pattinson's pitch black superhero adventure, The Batman, collected 128.5 million from all the North American theaters in its box office debut, making it the best opening weekend of 2022 by a landslide. I mean, it's been just over 2 months, and there hasn't really been any good movies that have come out yet this year. So, I mean, that's not really a competition. More impressively, it is only the second pandemic era movie to cross the 100 million mark in a single weekend, at first achieved by Spider-Man: No Way Home with a huge 260 million launch in December. Yeah, so that is more impressive, being the second highest pandemic one, because that's almost 2 years at this point. Holy fuck. And yeah, it's about what, half? Yeah, just about half what Spider-Man made. So I mean, it's a distant second. So I don't see it. It might make a billion because Spider-Man's almost two. So there's a possibility it'd reach a billion. I definitely see it making money. It's absolutely going to break even, but it's a lot harder to pin down the demographic and target audience for the Batman, and it's not as wide as Spider-Man. Spider-Man, kids could go watch it, anyone could enjoy it and watch it. The Batman's a little bit more strict on its target audience, which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm for creatives having a target audience, but that does drive down the possibility for as large of a box office haul as Spider-Man got, for example. It's definitely too dark for a lot of younger kids, so I can see that being a problem for young fans. Yep, it's just talking about the reviews. Capes Crusader is shaping up to be a commercial win for Warner Brothers. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely a good investment, because it was significantly cheaper than No Way Home, I believe. The good news, because the studio shelled out a hefty $200 million to produce the film, so a little bit higher than I would have expected, but Spider-Man was still a little bit more than that. So let's see, $200 million they need to make. Roughly the good number to go by is double whatever the budget was when you include marketing. So they need to make about 400 million to break even. And if they're already at 128 million by the end of the first weekend, depending on how sharp the drop off is, if it's 60% or whatever, they might have an issue. But if they can keep it below 60%, I can see they not having an issue. Especially, it's a lot shorter runtime as well in theaters. I think it's only going to be in theaters for 45 days, whereas Spider-Man was in theaters for much longer than that. It's still in theaters near me. So it won't have as much time to really get to that high number because of that. At the international box office, The Batman earned 120 million from 74 overseas countries, taking the global to a strong 248.5 million. So yeah, that's pretty good overall. That's very good. So actually, they're already halfway to breaking even. So yeah, they're doing pretty good. They're doing really good for what they need. Well over halfway. Warner Brothers pulled the release in Russia. Okay, of course they did. It's fun to see the public embrace the film, says Jeff Goldstein. Yep, it's actually been really cool to see fans excited about a movie and debating about dumb stuff. Like, the majority of fans aren't debating over the political issues of the film, and that's something that I can really appreciate. We're back to the era of, is this actually just a good movie? You debating your favorite Batman? That's what fandom is supposed to be about. Dumb arguments that are fun more than anything else. Comparing Batman to Batman is something that we haven't had in a long time because of the politically divisive nature of current day Hollywood. So it's been great to see the type of interaction the Batman has, positively and negatively. It's how fandom is supposed to operate when it comes to new films. The Batman also likely to be benefited. Yep. Yeah, just going more into HBO Max, Tenet, other Warner Brothers movies. And yeah, it just some really good numbers. More than 65% of the opening weekend crowds were male. I mean, it's Batman. It's going to lean more towards a male audience, which is totally fine. I don't get why Hollywood is obsessed with that being a bad thing. If it was 60% female, that's not a bad thing either. It's okay to have a target audience. I know, there's a reason that term exists, because you want to have a target audience. And it's okay if some films adhere to one target audience and some to another. So those numbers aren't bad. And 60% were between 18 and 35. That's a perfect demo. Those are the money spending crowd. They did especially solid tickets at IMAX theaters. Yep, absolutely. It's definitely a visual masterpiece, so IMAX is a great way to go see that film. It's a blockbuster. In addition, yep, just going more into the film itself, like Paul Dano's performance. Prior to this weekend, Uncharted held the top spot for highest opening weekend of the year. Yeah, I can see it dethroning that because Uncharted, yeah, I had fun, but it wasn't necessarily a great movie, so I don't have any problems with it unseating that one. In second place, Uncharted pocketed 11 million. That's still pretty good after what? It's almost been a month that it's been out. That's not bad. Past the 100 million at the domestic box office. That's really good, actually. Elsewhere, Channing Tatum's Canine Adventure Dog at number 3 with 6 million. See, I hate that title, but it does seem like a good, wholesome movie. And I'll definitely check it out sometime. I don't think I'm going to ever go to the theater to go see it, but it looks good. And it was a very cheap film to make, so I think they already made back their money, so that was great. It's a promising result for a $15 million budget. Yeah, so it's only $15 million, crossing 40 million. So yeah, they've more than made their money back. That's great. Holdover, Spider-Man No Way Home and Death of the Nile took 4th and 5th spots. Yep, Death of the Nile, it wasn't as good as the first one, and it's a very niche film. It was just too expensive to make, so I doubt they'll make their money back. Those types of films need to be cheaper because it's a very niche audience to begin with, even if it was as good as the first one. The third Spidey installment brought in 4.4 million, which is really good after it's been out for 4 months now. Towering at 786 domestically. That's really good. That's really good, especially in recent years. You managed the film premiered in December. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, Tom Holland's been killing. He's had a lot of the highest grossing films in the last few years. He's just really on top of his game. And Death of Nile cost 90 million to produce, and it got 2.7 million. And it's earned 37 million in North America. I don't see it making its money back. It's got to get to 180 million. It's not going to make it. Sing 2 still doing really good, which is really surprising. And Jackass Forever, that movie was so cheap to make. They made double their money within the first weekend. So they're happy with whatever's extra. Serrano is going to be a big flop. They're not going to make anything. So yeah, some interesting numbers over the weekend and some interesting movies coming up in the next couple months. Morbius, Doctor Strange, Maverick, and Jurassic World. Is Top Gun actually going to come out? I feel like it's been delayed more than any other movie in recent years, even with the pandemic. But yeah, looking forward to a couple of these. I'm going to watch all of these, but some interesting ones to look forward to, see how they do in the box office, but some really strong numbers for a lot of good movies. All these movies are really deserving of really exactly where they're at. There's not one on the list that I think deserved more or less. So very fair takings, and it's nice to see so many good movies in the theaters that people are positively responding to. But anyway, that's all I have for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Anon. If you like what I do here and want to see good, compelling stories that Hollywood will no longer give you, check out my book series, Odyssey of a Phoenix, a mythological epic about philosophy, morality, and modern-day mental illness issues. Books 1, Down in Flames, and Book 2, Apocalypse Then, currently on sale. Book 3, Kill the Dark, coming soon.